Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
Hello
Thank you for
there.
your time, most importantly.
Nothing but time.
I gotta ask, because could be a perceived gap for viewers between what's delivered visually from this film and what's delivered thematically. Did you feel there was more importance that the music in here helps guide them through this compared to other films?
Music is important in every film, and the power of music can never be underestimated. But in this specific film, I think you're right on the money. I think that it was incredibly important because some of it is so violent, for lack of a better word, that the real story is a tragic romance. Yeah. And the music needed to help support the emotion of that storyline. And, you know, the horror aspects, we knew we could do that. The challenge was the subtlety and nuance of this incredible love story.
I was actually very surprised to hear a vocal track at the end of the film. Was that prepared with Luca ahead of time, or you did that and kind of surprised them with it?
No, from the beginning, Luca's concept was to have a vocal piece sit there. And there was some discussions about what that piece could be, and possibly it could be a cover of this or that, or ideally it would be one that lyrically could represent Maren's point of view journey. And it also structurally had a tricky kind of architecture where it had to be this long and then go away and come back as a kind of reprieve, coda kind of vibe. So we knew that work was ahead of us, but we opted to kind of focus on the bulk of the picture and the score to see where it sat and lied and how the film was going to play. And then we noticed on working on this film, an unusual thing happened with us where we got so emotionally kind of invested in it, you know, because we kind of break our role down into, we cerebrally figure out what needs to happen and take meticulous notes. And then we turn all that off and try to emotionally just inhabit the place and try to mine whatever instinctual subconscious things can help us tell that emotional story. But we crossed the line into obsession in a way where we really felt connected to these characters for whatever multiple reasons. And to be able to lyrically come up with that felt very natural by the time we got around to working on that piece. And Luca clicked with it, and then there was some question of who's going to sing it and how it's going to sit, and we're very pleased with how it wound up.
I really loved, though, also when she's in the house with Sully, that sax that came in. Even though it's sax, it reminded me of like the Ornette Coleman, Howard Shore, Naked Lunch kind of stuff. Do you always try to find a way to fit in different things that you have done before that maybe haven't done in certain films for you before that you want to grow with?
Subconsciously, things creep in. I mean, this was really there was a need to kind of tie together a lot of disparate elements we used throughout the movie. One of the requests for Sully was to make him as devious and kind of unpleasant and perverse as possible. And one of the things we used for that was a spittle in a woodwind instrument that hasn't been properly blown out, to just feel like you might want to towel off if you're too close to it. And that's got reincorporated at that end theme.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.
Our pleasure. Thanks.
Have a good day.